Today, excuse me, is May 14th, 2013. This is a litter of Sheepadoodles born to our beautiful Emmy, who will be retiring after this litter. She already has her designated home assigned to her once she is spayed. Emmy's been with us about 5 years, almost 5 years, I think. She came to us as a tiny little puppy and quite an energetic little girl, even still now. This was her 4th litter in her career and her last litter. She's had 3 litters of Sheepadoodles and 1 litter of standard poodles for us, which was her first litter. Emmy's about 40-45 pounds, not a real big standard poodle, and she and Yogi have consistently produced very, very beautiful puppies. She's always had smaller litters for us. And anyway, this is 6 puppies. Now we only have 1 girl and 5 boys. They have not been assigned yet, but we, of course, anybody that has visited our website and learned about our Sheepadoodles knows that we have quite a reservation list right now. Chances are they will all be spoken for, but keep an eye on it. Sometimes people will choose to transfer. We had one family, due to the plans of probably moving into a new house between now and next year, asked to maintain their reservation but transfer to sometime in 2014. We have that happen sometimes because my girls were a little stingy on girls. We only have 2 girls between Ruthie and Emmy at this point of the 2 litters that we currently have. Ruthie's litter will not be featured on video until next week. They are only 2 weeks old this week. This litter just turned 3 weeks old yesterday. I decided to go ahead and videotape them before I get their individual shots because they just happen to be a little active right now, and that's when I want to get them the most. All right, and I am going to have to use my cheat sheet a little bit. I'm at a disadvantage because I can't seem to find a pair of glasses. But this is the boy that we call Hogan. Okay, look at that little tail go. Again, they are 3 weeks old as of yesterday, and I'll have updated individual shots today on our website or later today as we get all the updates done, in addition to updated weights. Okay, because we, of course, have their weights from shortly after they was born. This guy has fascinated my husband and I since the day he was born. We love his markings. They're very, very unique, very artistic, if you will. This is the guy, actually, I don't even have a collar on him. I think I referred to him. Actually, his name is Pasco. Okay, that's what these are ID names, of course, most of which are changed. But look at that. I love the way his markings are. They're definitely not symmetrical, but very fascinating. Even my husband had commented to me, "Did you see that one puppy with those markings?" I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty cool, wasn't it?" So, anyway, that boy barking there is the one that we call, oh, I'm sorry, that's Pasco, the one that's barking, and that was Gordy. This is Gordy, the one that has the unique markings on his collar that I was just speaking of. I'm sorry, is the one that we actually refer to as Gordy. So this is Gordy. You can see his beautiful markings. And that little loudmouth right there is Pasco. Yep, come here, buddy, so we can get a closer look at you. We got some siblings over there. It looks like we're going to have to rousing up. All right, he's the one with our dark red collar. And this is the one, oh, come on, camera. I don't know why it goes out of focus sometimes, but it does. Hopefully it'll come back in here shortly. And so this is the boy that we call Pasco. Yeah, hello. Again, these are first generation Sheepadoodles. And I don't know if it's my eyes or, come on, camera. Come on. I don't know if it's in focus yet or not. It might be. Okay. Okay, this is the first one that we introduced that's coming up to greet me. This is the one we call, of course, Hogan. And there is Pasco coming back to see me. Yeah. All right. Now that quiet little boy right there, he's not actually little, he's one of our bigger ones. Let's see, what color collar do we have there? I can't see. All right, that's the brown collar boy, and that's the one we call Aiden. Again, ID names only. Most do get changed. Some will keep the names depending on what they might be. But this is Aiden. There's his big chest, white chest markings, all 4 feet. He has all 4 white feet. Tiniest little white tip on the tail that I think we've had yet. Nice big white collar that he's got. So, okay. And he's got a predominantly black face with a cute little white nose. One advantage to that type of face is they certainly don't show as much dirt, because keeping in mind that These are puppies that get a lot of coat. They have a very thick coat and they do require quite a bit of grooming. Yes, it's nice having the non-shedding qualities, but non-shedding means grooming. Okay, so they are require maintenance in that way, whether by your professional groomer or yourself. But there's a lot of chat lists and things like that, people that can give you tips and hints on how to do it the best and most efficient. You're awful friendly. This is my boy Hogan that I first introduced, and he's awful outgoing, isn't he? All right, let's go wake up these two lazy bones over here, I believe one of which is one of our girls. And this is Dickens. You can see Dickens markings here. Try to get a little bit more of a wide shot. There's his face. There is Dickens. Okay, and you can see his markings on his back. He's got a little stripe back here as well. All right, let's get a little bit of a better idea of Mr. Dickens. There he is. Okay. Now, these puppies were born on the 19th of May. Again, they just turned 3 weeks old yesterday, so it's going to be a few weeks before they're going to be ready to go home. And very shortly, I'm going to kind of maybe wait until we have Ruthie's puppies at 3 weeks, unless people decide on our list. Of course, they go by order of their deposits to choose their puppies. If their turn is up and they're ready to choose, then they're welcome to choose at this point. Our selection process generally will take place between 3 and 4 weeks, 4 weeks being our deadline. Okay, and there is our little girl, and that is the one we call Amelia. Okay, she has a nice collar and a pretty little face there. There's Amelia. Look at that tail wag. I love to see them when they wag their tails and start their little barking, which happens about this age. All their eyes are open. Here we go. Hello, babies. Now we are Lawpadoodle Kennel, www.lawpdoodle, kennel, KENNEL.com is our website. We are located in Lost Creek, West Virginia, about 2 hours south of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 4 hours west of Washington, D.C. We do offer delivery in certain areas. The information is on our website. We also are experienced shippers out of Pittsburgh International Airport to various parts of the country, and we certainly welcome you here to come and pick up your puppy and see our facilities and how your puppy was raised, as well as get a chance to meet the parents. Yep. So please give us a call. Our email is lpdk10608@gmail.com, the best way to try and get a hold of me, especially when I'm on the road. We don't have cell service at home, so my cell phone is no good to me at home except for text and emails through the Wi-Fi. And our landline, of course, is 304-745-5878. Now, I do believe that our our Sheepadoodles from Emmy's litter, the one that we are featuring now, and Ruthie's litter, which I do plan to put still shots or get still shot updates of them as well today, are going to be all spoken for. However, we do have news of an upcoming litter. We had a breeding this week with Naomi and Boaz. And so we do expect that litter sometime in July, if all goes well, in her delivery. And so we will continue to update, and as soon as we have a confirmation on her pregnancy, we will certainly be updating. My groomer is expected out this week, so we're probably going to get her shaved down with her summer cut, and it also makes it much easier for us to track her pregnancy over the coming weeks. And usually about 4 weeks is when we get the pretty sure signs that we are expecting puppies. Now, Ruthie, who just had a litter, Emmy, of course, is retiring, and Naomi, who will be expecting a litter in July, they are all off for a year after these litters. Oh, what's the matter, baby? What's the matter, huh? What's the matter? Anyway, they are all expecting to be off for a year. We do have some girls we've been raising up that will reach breeding maturity age later this year. And I've got one girl that came back to us. I had placed 2 of our puppies out of Boaz, our boy Boaz, who we still have here, and Cookie with a dear friend of mine a couple of years ago, or not quite a couple of years ago. Well, I think it has been almost 2 years. And she's had 1 litter of golden doodles, beautiful litter of golden doodles, no problems, wonderful mommy. She decided that she did not need most sisters, so we welcomed our girl back. Her name is Powder. I have not gotten her picture up on her website. She comes from great lines. Her mom has OFA excellent hips, fully tested. Her dad, Boaz, is also fully tested with OFA certified good hips. And we will probably be breeding her to Yogi on her next heat, which is expected sometime in a month or so. Okay, and her name is Powder. And she is a beautiful cream and white. She really appears almost white at this point. Her markings are very faint, but she is a party. And so we're expecting some really, really pretty puppies out of them. She's only maybe about 45 pounds, so she's a smaller standard poodle as well, but she comes from larger lines, so I'm certainly not going to say that her size is going to predict the size of her offspring. They seem to never do. All of my puppies tend to end up being bigger than their moms and dads. Call it our nutrition program, who knows, but sizes and genetics are vary so much in the poodle line especially that it's very hard, and I will not guarantee size at maturity. Boys do tend to mature a little bit bigger than girls of any breed, but definitely with our Sheepadoodles, and so that's something to keep in mind if size is a concern. But we do breed large breed dogs. We do not do the minis. We do not incorporate the mini gene. So if you're looking for that, you'll need to go elsewhere, because I'm not real fond of the temperaments of the smaller dogs. Just my personal preference. They suit many people. And I'm not as familiar with the need of being as careful as should be if done properly, mixing the larger and smaller dogs together. It can be very, very tricky and should be done only by an experienced and knowledgeable breeder. So when you're looking for mini doodles, be sure that you do research on how that breeder actually did create those mini doodles. With the large breed and the large bone of the Old English Sheepdog, we are just not comfortable with incorporating or trying to do the mini Sheepadoodles. But again, just do your research. We do large breed only, so if you're looking for small breed dog, I'm afraid we can't help you. But once again, these are Emmy and Yogi's puppies, born on the 19th of May 2013. Five boys and 1 girl. And we thank you for viewing our puppies, and may God bless you.